for taking the time to join us for our Tourism Matters webinar series. We are excited to unveil the new Virtual Visitor Center and share with you how your organization can benefit from the free tools and resources in our Virtual Visitor Center. Before we get started, I would like to recognize a few people from our team. On the call, we do have Donna Ruby, who is the treasurer of the SBAA board, as well as Lily Scheller Patry from the SBA board. Also in attendance, we have Roberta, the president of our advertising agency, Relevant. Good morning. As well as Angela Wither from our PR team, Pineapple PR. And we also have on the call our website and social media team, Frances Eggerly, the CEO and founder of ITI Digital, and Alini Gill, the digital strategy director, who will both walk us through the Virtual Visitor Center. So without further ado, please welcome Francie.
Good morning, everybody. So we are pretty excited to be here, as we usually are. I think it's so much fun working with Debbie and Elizabeth and the team, because we're always coming up with new things, new ideas, new ways to engage our visitors. And so the Virtual Visitor Center that Alini is going to walk us through a little bit, we're going to show you guys, give you a live demo so you can see what it looks like. The Virtual Visitor Center is yet another way that we try working on engaging our audiences. The objective is always the same, that is to grow the economy through tourism development. So and now, as we all know, with COVID and everything else, it has really raised our awareness on how we interact with people on the visitor center side. So taking it, putting it in a digital environment really gives us a lot of flexibility. And specifically for the partners, this is just another great way for you to take advantage of what the Bureau is offering as it relates to marketing. So Alini is going to just go through the various points of this Virtual Visitor Center, also identifying a little bit where the opportunities are and then what the experience of the visitor can be. So think of this as yet another door that we are now able to connect and engage with our visitors. So Ms. Alini.
Thank you, Francie. So we wanted to start with just an intro on why are we offering, the Virtual Visitor Center now to the New Smyrna audience. And as we all know and live through it, last year changed how a lot of businesses operate and how people search for information as well. So we've noticed, in particular in the travel industry, through all the research, Roberto has given us a lot of insight on, the New Smyrna research, with the travel search terms and all of that. So we have seen across the board that people search for more and more for digital information, for virtual. The words, virtual tour come up over 7 times more than it used to be in 2019 and beyond and before. So this is really a timely way to propose the information that we have in the destination. So we want to safely offer travel resources. So everything that was present in the physical visitor center, it's now also available online and 24/7. So all the digital brochures that you can find. We want to address the travelers' demands. So now this same very audience, they may be people that stopped before, may be hesitant to stop in person. That's one audience. And just overall visitors that were not assessing that information physically, they may be looking for the same materials online, and that's a reality. So we want to address that demand. And then number 3 is really to try and create, a destination experience. We have used a lot of interactive tools and itineraries that just have automation and just different real-time content to help inspire them to come to New Smyrna Beach, to plan their trip. So we'll start just highlighting a few things. The very first, and we'll go online kind of to show you real time here. If the internet works for everybody, we'll try it. But really just to highlight one of the things that we have on this virtual center is an interactive video, and it's really to mimic as if the person was entering the center and kind of exploring and walking into the center, on their own. So we did a 360 video inside the center, and then from that we added, available clickable hotspots on each section of the center with different things that they can do. And I'll show that how about that? I'll show that in real time here. Let's see if we can experience that a little bit. So as you can see, we can kind of pretend that we're going in. And then from this point, people will have different things that they can click on. They can explore by topic. We added a pause, so there's a little bit of time for them to check the points. And here's what I like about this. It's really flexible. So we want to run this a little bit, see what people click, see what they're interested in. And we're always able to edit these points, to edit these hotspots, and keep offering new things, and keep offering new materials. And the video goes on and it will show more, like I like the fish here because it's exactly the actual fish that can be caught in New Smyrna. So we linked to the fishing page that has a lot of fishing specific resources. So this is the experience that we're proposing as if they were really, in person on the center, but in a virtual way. And then from there, we really have an important part, which is the travel resources and digital brochures. I'm going to go to the digital brochures page in a second, but really this page, this section of the virtual center is to allow, again, everything that was physically present on the center to be digital and to be online. That includes the official guides from New Smyrna Beach. So there's several official destination guides that we offer, not just the overall travel guide, but also specific, to certain audiences like pet friendly, arts and culture. Those are official guides worked every year. I would say, I'm looking at Roberto, at least once a year, right? We update those. And then we also have frequently asked questions that was done in partnership with Elizabeth, that takes a lot of the questions that people call and really different things that we usually see, at the center or via phone. We wanted to address those are usually, first-time visitor questions, or just what we hear the most. Even on social media, we always get, a lot of questions on the parking and vehicle situations. So we wanted to have those questions in this page as well. And if I go to the digital brochures section, this is where we're hosting all of the available brochures from partners and the official destination guides. So I know that we've been doing a lot of uploads here, but there's still a lot of opportunity. So if you're in this call and your material is not there, your brochure is not listed, do submit. We have a submission online that has been included in some newsletters communication from Visit NSB. We do have a form online that you can submit your brochure and just get your materials. And there's no limit of how many times you can, how many brochures you can add, or how many times you can replace it. If you have a revised one, we'll be happy to upload. The visitor here can filter per category. We just made this just a little easier, for them to sort through what they want. And if I go to, for example, accommodations, then that is listed alphabetically. So again, if your brochure is not here, this is a great call to action that I'm linking here, Elizabeth, for you to participate. And we'll take the file, upload it, link to the brochure, and it's just another distribution for your property or for your, attraction.
Leni, can you open one of these brochures so we can see what it looks like?
Yes, so it will open, Donna, I'm picking on you now. It will open the actual file. So we would recommend, a high resolution file. If the same file that you sent to print, to your printing company, that's the file that we need. You don't need to reformat or do anything, just the same file that you use to print. That should be high resolution enough, like I'm showing here with Atlantic Plaza. And we'll upload it and categorize it, and it will be available. So a few of these, I know Elizabeth worked out of what was available at the center. So again, if you have a revised brochure or guide, please let us know and do submit, and we'll be happy to update. And we're also adding, just to highlight here, we're also adding some new YouTube videos. So basically what we're doing is organizing, some playlists on the Visit NSB YouTube channel. And it doesn't include only videos created by Visit NSB. We also have attraction videos. We have everything kind of, some Visit Florida videos, some blogger videos. And we're organizing those in playlists, and those will rotate on this page as well. Right now we have, 2 featured videos, but the idea is to rotate these playlists, to have those categorized by type of, a theme, or if I'm interested in dining, I can see the dining playlist and all of the videos. So we'll be organizing that. So it's another way, if you do have anything particular, to your attraction or to your business, do let us know, because we may be able to include that, and we may be able to categorize and just share more content. I want to highlight that we also have mobile friendly travel tools. So this is just a reminder, like everything on the virtual center is mobile friendly. We're going to go dive into each kind of section of the travel tools, but they're all available on the mobile phone. So if you have someone at the front desk asking for information, do share the link. I think Elizabeth talked about some cards or something that we could do, but that would be, it's just to reaffirm that we are on mobile. Everything is available in those devices, and it has some specific, to get directions. It will pick their location of where they are. So if they're starting from your property, you'll be able to drive through, for example, the itineraries, or, to a business that they saw the listing. So if we go now into the travel tools available in this website. So, they open with the center, they can experience through the video, click on hotspots. They have travel brochures, which is travel resources, and brochures, which is everything that would be physically available at the center. And then we have a collection of travel tools that, are just to not only inspire them to get there, but also provide the most up-to-date information. I think this is really hard, right now when I think about, restaurants and attractions. We see often that the hours change. Sometimes they get closed because, someone tested positive, and that kind of stuff that we see on social media all the time. So what New Smyrna has done is, with the software, that they integrated with Google Places and Google Reviews, we're able to collect all of the real-time information for that business. I'm going to start with, I know a few of you have seen the events calendar, but I'm going to start with that over here. And it's just, again, what's happening this weekend. You have someone at the front desk, you have someone asking for what is available for them to do. This is a resource that you can push them to that will show what's happening. We have a lot of events happening, this month. There's city events, there are specific, Marine Discovery Center has a lot going on. So there's always something to do, and that's what we want them to be excited about. Humboldt Canal also does a great job, promoting all the single events that they have. So this is really a good resource to see, not only physical events, but also online events and everything that we have available in the destination. We deliver content daily to this, and Elizabeth does a great job approving them and monitoring the events. So we're also Excited to see that things are getting back on track with the events, and we're getting more and more activity, I would say, in the past couple of months. And then if I go to places, the second travel tool that we have, this is the real-time, I don't want to spoil here the details. So this is the, let me see, show all right. This is the second travel tool here. Exactly what I was talking about on real-time content, right? So it is a list of everything there is to eat or to do in New Smyrna Beach with the local businesses listed. They are pulling directly from Google Places. So if your business is on Google Places, it should be showing here. And then we bring all of the information available relevant to the business, right? So we'll bring the address, the phone number, a link to your website, but also the hours. Based on the opening hours, we're able to give visitors a real-time status if you're open or closed. So right now, it's 10 a.m. So this restaurant is closed, and I can see that in real time. We're also bringing the Google reviews, the latest 5 reviews. This is really great. You can really see, third-party comments if I'm trying to decide where I want to go. And also some nearby places to explore. So, if I'm in, let's say, a kayaking, outfitters attraction, I may want to see what restaurants are near me, right? And I want to see what is around so I can continue to explore. So our goal with a nearby is just to keep them engaged and keep them excited that there's things around, around where they are. It does include images for the businesses. And what you're seeing here on the right-hand slideshow, it is the 360 videos that some business participated. There's still slots for that, for the video captured. So do talk to Elizabeth if you're interested in having the 360 but didn't have a chance to schedule. There's still slots available. So you could have a professional 360 capture here that would be incorporated in the listing.
Yeah, can I just add? Yeah, yes, I would like to add just to this, guys, just a reminder to claim your Google Places. That's a simple process to do. Just to go online, it will help you with your SEO, and then you control also of the images that's being displayed. So just when you actually Google it, claim my Google, my Google, what is it? My Google Place, all right, my place. However it is, and then just go in, and it takes you 15 minutes to do, but it's certainly worth the investment.
Yeah, that way you can make sure that your hours are correct, your website is correct. It's just little things, but people really are looking at that real-time information since everything keeps changing on a daily basis. People are looking for that kind of information. So if you do that on your own, it automatically updates on this New Smyrna Virtual Visitor Center. You don't have to resubmit to New Smyrna Beach or anything like that. We're pretty excited about places. I think that it's adding up to have a lot of cool visitor features. And then with this content, with events that I briefly spoke about, and then places, with those two pieces of content, we create itineraries and the trip planner. So I'm going to start with itineraries, which is really the suggested itineraries that, or tours that New Smyrna Beach puts together. So we offer to the visitor a multitude of topics on things that they can do. So for example, in February, it was the Retreat to Romance was a theme that we published, and it included a few things to do, a spa, and that kind of stuff that could resonate with the theme. So we offered these different itineraries just as ideas. If I've never been to New Smyrna Beach, if I'm not sure what to do, but I'm interested in, getting outdoors, then we have some pre-made, lists that people can use to just explore the area. This gets updated on a monthly basis. So every month we publish 2 new itineraries to the library, and we keep the evergreen, topics here as well, like pet friendly and, history and so forth. So every month there's something new that you can come here and share with guests. The idea is that these are seasonal, these are timely. So it's just another way that if you have someone that has kids, look for the kid-friendly itinerary. And it's information that you can share as a property. I'm kind of directing to the property owners now. As a property, this can be an engagement prior to their arrival that you can share, planning to be here next week, look at, some suggested itineraries. That's one way. And then another way is just to offer as they arrive, as a guest service information. Now, the trip planner works off the same database of places and events. So everything is updated automatically, according here to what we publish. So all the events are here and all the places are here. But this allows for a personalization, really, that you could do for visitors, or they can do on their own. So if they come to this page, you can add it to a trip, and I'm going to pretend that is my NSB trip here. I'm going to create a trip for the weekend, and I'm going to add some place. So I added 2 restaurants that I want to go, and maybe some shopping.
And while Eleni is doing this, let me just say, the application, because again, this is a trip planning tool that somebody can create, but also for lodging, right? If you have a guest and you want to prepare a custom itinerary for them, you are able to do that. You're simply going to come to the NSB website. You're going to log in with Facebook, and then whatever itineraries you guys create, that will always be there and available. So although we are offering suggested itineraries, you can also create your own custom itineraries for guests.
Right, and then from here, it's a concept just like a shopping cart, that we use a lot on Amazon. We can just reorganize the items, add the items that you want to do, the places you want to be, and then you can reorganize. And I'm starting from the Best Western, and then from there, I added restaurants and I added some attractions as well. So once that is done, that is a personal trip. You can name it, whatever name, the guest maybe. You can share that. So you can share with their email. That will give them an interactive and online link. Or you can export as a PDF, and that's a print version of all those stops and the information that they have, such as the address and everything else. I would recommend the online link to share with their email, because that way they can really access the GPS directions and actually navigate through the itinerary points. So it's a more, mobile friendly interactive option than the PDF. So that would be just my personal recommendation. Anything else, Francie, that you can think on the itineraries? And
no, I think that's I think that I guess yes. One thing, although it is digital and of course it's mobile and GPS enabled, you can also print it out. So you can create a PDF with it, print it out, and hand it to somebody. But of course, then you don't have the advantage of GPS. But that's just another flexible ability and an option.
Yeah, with the itineraries that New Smyrna publishes as ideas, you can, I've seen some other destinations we work with also use it as, like a little library of, in your front desk kind of. So you could print, these if you want to, and have it handy. Okay, I have a lot of pet friendly people because my property is pet friendly. Let me save some of these, pet friendly itineraries, for example. Or I always get questions on parks and trails. Have that handy. So it's just a different application, I think, or however you prefer to use it. But we wanted to make sure that that these exist and that they are available through the Virtual Visitor Center new website. So I think that now we really just wanted to open for questions. We do have this PowerPoint that we can happy to share as a reminder of all the features that are available in each module and each travel tool that is available on this new website. It has a little bit of a summary of everything that I explained, but we wanted to see just if you have questions and kind of go from there.
I just wanted to say, I think it's extraordinary. This is such a wonderful, wonderful resource and tool, and I am very, very impressed. I love how interactive it is. I love that you can use it on the phone. I think it is so impressive, and I just think the feedback's going to be amazing.
Thank you.
Thank you, Angela.
Yeah, we appreciate that, Angela. You've been in tourism and travel, so we appreciate that coming from you. You know what it takes, right? So thank you.
It's really terrific, and I look forward to directing media to use it as well.
Alini, are the places that you can choose to put on that itinerary only in the SVAA parameters?
That's correct, Donna. It's on the 5 area, towns, I would say, the area, Port Orange, Austin, Oak Hill, New Smyrna, and Edgewater. So those are geo-fenced. We shouldn't be going further than that. I do want to say, though, there are a few attractions like Canaveral Seashore that the entry address is a little further out. So we made sure that those are listed because they're just two, important attractions. We want to make sure that people know about them and they want to experience those. So those are included as well.
Okay. I have guests that like the springs, either going to Blue Springs to see the manatee.
Yeah.
Or,
So I think we do have the Blue Springs. We do have Canaveral Seashore that is not a New Smyrna address per se. And we have, even Ponce Inlet, not necessarily New Smyrna Beach, but those are kind of always looked for attractions. If there are others, let us know because we can make sure that, they're listed as well. If there's anything else kind of slightly outside, but in the hub and spoke kind of area, we can add it.
well, and I was thinking especially within our county where we're showing we're cooperating with Daytona and with the land. I think we should have some of those trips, maybe something to deal with racing.
That's right. Yeah.
Where to go, what to see up in Daytona when you're going up for a racing.
And Donna, maybe what we could do, and we can create a category and call it nearby or something, so that it's clear that it's not exactly in the New Smyrna Beach area. But
Right.
I like what you're suggesting because people do want to know, and especially with the extended stay, you're there 3, 4, 5 days. You're looking for other stuff to do.
Right.
So yeah, I agree.
And I was thinking in the itinerary topics that can really be, one of the themes really, in the area kind of theme, and just list those businesses. And then it's always kind of handy to see them, as a list.
Yeah.
Okay. Any more questions? We like questions.
No, I think you did a great job explaining, Alina.
Good. Well, we do want to remind everyone that next month we have another webinar series, and it is to introduce the partner portal. So that's really something we're also excited about to set up and to publish. It is scheduled for March 16th at the same time, 10 a.m. And the partner portal will be, something for all of the New Smyrna partners to really manage their listings, access news and information from the Visit NSB. So really an internal communication tool that we'll have among each other, to, in the best of the word I can describe, to partner with each other. And that's why it's called a partner portal. and just really access information more easily. We hope that will be a lot of exciting things that just allow more collaboration, in our community. Elizabeth, did I miss anything?
No, great job. Yeah, we just want to thank all of you guys for joining us today. It's so nice seeing your faces, and hope that you will join us again March 16th for the webinar. And if you have any questions in the meantime, please feel free to reach out to me. And also, we will make this webinar, the recorded version, available to you guys. For anybody that would like it, just let me know. And again, just thank you, and we hope everybody has a wonderful day.
Thank you.
Thanks,
Thank you so much,
everybody.
everyone.
Congratulations.
Thanks.
Bye.
Thank you.
See you Monday. Bye.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Bye.